Okay, hi everyone. So today we have a Codeforces round, and today we have a Div1 plus Div2 round. So I will be participating in Div1, and yeah, the main aim would be to just save my candidate master and remain in Div1. But let's see how this one goes. Also, like there are 1400 people who've registered for it in Div1, and I cannot see how many people have registered in Div2. But the last time I saw it was something like 18,000. So maybe like 20,000 would have registered by now. And also they have this thing called extra registration. That is like if you haven't registered for the contest, you can, participate in the contest 10 minutes after the contest starts. So yeah, obviously you will be behind everybody by 10 minutes. But if that does not matter, then you can obviously participate even if you haven't registered on time. Okay, so let's see where I'm standing here. Okay. Okay, Parth and I are like almost on the verge of losing candidate master, so we both have to save it in this contest. Like if we perform bad, then there are high chances that we you know go back to expert. Okay, let me just see if my Sublime is working fine. Okay, so 9 more seconds. Okay, let's begin. And I hope I am recording. Yeah, seems like. So Parsa has a humongous tree on n vertices. Okay, there is a tree already in the first problem. On each vertex v, he has written two integers lv and rv. To make Parsa's tree look even more majestic, Nima wants to assign a number AV to each vertex V such that the beauty of Parsa's tree is maximized. Okay. And AV has to lie between LV and RV. Okay. Nima's sense of the beauty is rather bizarre. He defines the beauty of the tree as the sum of AU minus AV for all edges UV of the tree. Okay. Since Parsa's tree is too large, Nima can't maximize its beauty on his own. Your task is to find the maximum possible beauty for Parsa's tree. Oh, okay. Mm, okay, this seems like a nice problem. You have to maximize this. Uh, okay. So for test case 1, we have 1, 6 and 3, 8. So we can assign 1 and like 8 here. For test case 2, we have 1, 3, 4, 6 and... So if I assign 1, then 3, then 9. Okay, in both the sides, we will be getting the same answer only. So that is fine. 1 to 6 is 159. Okay, if we do 159, then we have 1 9. But I can just do something like 1, 6 and 9. Okay, okay, that is also giving the same answer. For test case 3. This seems like a nice problem. Or rather, I can write it on my notebook only. It will be better. So I also cannot do something like a DP here. There has to be something very greedy in choosing. Sum of AU minus AV. Okay, let's say for any vertex, I have already fixed all of its, neighbors. I fixed their value. So now how will I decide what value to choose for this vertex? Are there any other constraints here? Okay. So if I increase, the value might go down. But then it has to increase now. Okay, this is also not necessary. That it will first go down and then increase. Also, is it like, should I only assign L and R values to all of these? Will that help me? Like just having two possibilities. Should you have R and L, or should you have something in between also? Will something in between help? When will it help? So if this value is very small, this value is very large. And let's say this value again is very large. I don't know, it just feels like that every vertex will either have only L or R. This like this is an intuition that I'm getting here. But I don't know if I should be checking this or not. Okay. Because if I only have two possibilities, then then I can do a DP here. That would work very nicely if I only have two possibilities for everyone. Yeah, it seems intuitively correct to me that every vertex should either only have L or R, but I'm not able to prove this. Like if I have the best answer, if I have L and R, if I have the best answer at L, and if I move towards R, my answer should decrease. That is the thing. And in between, I shouldn't have a high peak. That is the whole thing. Okay. So if I have like a pair and it is L and R, and there are five values corresponding to R, and there are five values corresponding to L. So in that case, I can choose either of L and R. The answer will remain same. If I come in between, the answer will remain same. But then let's say, you know, yeah, this seems intuitively correct to me. I still don't have a proof for it, but it makes a lot of sense to me that only there are two possible values for each vertex. Either you have L or you have R. So I'm actually coding this up, but I haven't proved it. So let's see. Okay. So we also have test cases here. Okay. Okay. I think my normal edges is only fine. I don't think this is required. Okay. Hmm. Okay, this -1 was also not like required here because this is something like only iterative for DFS. Instead, it should be LL. Okay. Okay. Cool. So how will you do this? So if you're only having L and R values, okay. Okay. So I have two choices here. Either I can choose L or I can choose R, right? So if I choose L, Okay, so I don't think this is required. So it kind of actually also depends on what value was chosen there, right? So let's calculate only for the subtree. I think then it should be fine, right? So I can try out both cases here. So I have this. Answer 1 will be the answer that I get after I choose. Okay, still there are like a lot of possibilities here. So if I choose, let's say, the L value, then I will have to iterate and calculate that, right? Okay. So all of this is not required, like the previous value and all that stuff. And then I have what I only have this, right? Okay. So at the end, what I can do is I can choose the L values. So ARR at root.ff minus. So there will be two cases. LL val1 equals to ARR at root.ff minus dp at I comma 0. Yeah, so I'm calculating only for the suffix, I mean the subtree, so that should be fine. This is val1 and I will have to take the absolute value of this, and then I have val2. Okay, this should be ff only, right? Yep. So answer 1 plus equals to max of val1 and val2. Okay. Then I have val1. Okay. This should be answer 2 and this should be SS. dp at I mean root equals to answer 1 and answer 2. Now, yeah, this should be fine. Let's see. Parent, okay. Return what? I don't need anything to return actually. 659 I am getting. But this value is like pretty huge if you look at this value. Yes, so let's look at this subtree. And I'm starting from 1. Right. So is this like the case where I should be putting in smaller values? Let's see. Answer 1 equals to 0, answer 2 equals to 0. So you have this. I is not equal to parent, so you do the DFS, okay. Then you do this. Val1 equals to root dot ff. Okay, that seems fine. 659. Am I getting 6 in the first one? No, I'm not getting 6 now. So it was like 1 6 1 and 2. So this is simple, no? Uh, if I talk about 2, it is 0. So if I take 1, then I get, yeah, I'm actually, it is not about the DP actually. There should be extra stuff that should be added here. This is not, so ARR at I comma dot ff plus DP at I comma 0. Yeah, this should be it. I comma 1. This should be SS. And this is answer 2. Okay, now it seems to be working fine, and I am going to submit this now. So yeah, it seems fine. Okay, wrong answer on test 2. Maybe that assumption that the values can be only L and R is wrong. Maybe that is wrong. I think that assumption is wrong. Or maybe I am, yeah, I think that assumption is wrong, definitely. And I don't know how to find a counter case here for that. But that seems like wrong now, because only that is why it is failing. The implementation seems to be fine. Root.ss. And why did I make that assumption in the first place? It was a very strong intuition. First of all, so these are the L values, these are the R values. And this I have made int. First of all, this is int, okay? So this should have been long long. Also, this should have been long long, right? Is that the issue? I think that is the issue. There is an overflow here. Okay, now I have made them long long, but if there is another wrong summation, then yeah, there will be a lot of penalty. Okay. So yeah, that assumption was actually right. It was not a pure assumption, I would say. It was just a very strong intuition. I tried out with some points and I was getting the observation. So yeah, problem A is done. Moving on to problem B. So my rank like did not improve much, but it is fine. We are done with one problem at least. So that is great. And after knowing that it was a straight DP. Okay. Has two endpoints lying on the OX axis, ith of which is located at x equals to I. Covey considers always to split these two endpoints into n pairs. Among those, he is interested in good pairings, which are defined as follows. Consider n segments which end at the points in corresponding pairs. The pairing is called good if for every two different segments, at least one of the following condition holds. One of the segments A and B lies completely inside the other, or A and B have the same length. So this should hold for all, right? Okay. For for every two different for every two different segments, either either one of them should lie in the other one. So that is fine. Okay. So C is not a good pairing. So obviously it won't be a good pairing. If you want all of them to be of the same length, then they should all come under some, maybe like a hood, I would say. There should be like a one hood above all of them, and then they all should have equal lengths. So that is one way to arrange them, obviously. Yeah. B is a good pairing. Okay, fine. So we need to find the number of ways basically. Okay. So if I say that, let's say the first one is a hood, then how many ways can you arrange the inside thing? So it definitely depends upon n here. They all should be of equal lengths. So having equal lengths, okay, that is also a task here. Having equal lengths. It is not necessary that you always have three, like a length of two only. For example, if you have like 6 points, then this can go 4, this can go 3, and this can go 3. Okay, this is tricky, but obviously something like a DP I think should work here as well. But let's see. So you basically have two endpoints. Let me consider that. So you have this. Let's consider 6 points here, or let's consider 8 points in fact. And let's say there is a hold on all of them. So another condition that holds here is that there can be only one hood overall, because its length will be like 2n, right? Its length will be 2n minus 1 in fact. Yeah. And if this is a hood, then all of them must have equal lengths. That is the thing, first of all. Apart from that, yeah, I cannot have more hoods inside it. Like what I'm calling a hood is basically, I shouldn't be calling it a hood. I don't know what should I call it. So a hood is basically this thing that it is covering up all the points. And then all the points inside should have an equal distance, if I'm considering any pairing. So this can be one pairing. Also, like this can be one pairing. Okay. So I basically have to decide the length, and if I have this first point, Then this gets mapped to that point. This gets mapped to that point. This gets mapped to that point. Okay. This is great. Okay. So if I want like 3 as the length, then 1, 2, and 3. This is fourth one, then this is fifth one, and then this is sixth one. So if I want, let's say, length k, then I will have to, what should I do in that case? Then I will have to have a whole length of n. It should be divisible by n basically, n modulo k equals to 0. So if I want a length of 2, then that is possible, definitely. And is there another way to make length 2 here? So I can have this, but this does not work, right? Yeah. And this will work for sure. So for all the k's that divide this n, there can be that many types of ways of arranging it. So for each n, I will have to, okay, also I can have something like this and, no, that will not work because then the other ones will have different lengths. No, but you also can have something like this. You can have a hood, then you can have another hood. Because if you look at any two, line segments, then they will be having that property of that one is inside the other one. So that is fine as well. Hmm. So you can either enter inside. If you're doing this, then also this does not work. No. So if you're either entering inside, and if you've once entered, there are like how many ways? dp of n, it would be basically 2n. So dp of 2n would be, you know what? Uh, Also, there must be test cases. I guess we will have to pre-compute everything. Okay, there are no test cases here. So seems fine, but let's see. I will also have to store like how many factors are there for every number. How will I do that? Uh, okay, that is a task in itself again. How will I find the number of factors of each number? So that's like the prime factorization of every number, I guess. If I get the prime factorization, then it's like 1 plus 1 plus 1. But I won't be considering 1 here. I cannot have a length of 1, definitely. And I cannot have a length of n. So I need the number of proper factors, so I will be subtracting 2 from it. Yes, okay. Okay, I need the prime factorization of every number first of all. And can I store that? I think I can store that as well. What is the memory limit here? It is 256 MB. So how many primes would divide a number? Considering a number like 10 to the power 6, not more than, I would say, 7 or 8 primes should divide it. So the memory should be fine. Yeah. Also, I just need the even numbers. I don't need the odd numbers here. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I will have to find the SPF for every number. Okay, so now I have the SPFs here. This is fine. SPF 10, let's say. So how much time it is taking? It is taking very less time. So it gives me 1. And why exactly is it giving me 1? So if this is prime, you know, this loop is not working maybe. Okay, this should be not, okay. Okay, SPF I'm getting 5. Okay, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, and 2, 3. This is working fine. So for int I equals to 1, I less than equal to 2 into max and I plus plus. Also, I will need a DP here. Two into max and this should be what? This should be -1 initially, right? So I will do it recursively, but to speed it up, I can do it iteratively as well. So prime factors at I. Also, this should be I plus equal to 2. Because do I actually need all the prime factors? No, I don't, right? So what do I need here? Okay. int number. So how do I get the prime factors here? While number is not equal to 1, int spf equals to spf at number. Let me call this a only. Divided by equal to sp and count plus plus. Okay. Number of factors. So these number of factors can also not exceed too much, right? Okay. Instead, I should be calculating the number of factors directly, no? Or what? This is not required. I can simply get the factors directly. Okay. So answer equals to answer into LL what? LL count plus 1 in fact. Also, if I'm considering even numbers, then I'm sure to have like at least 2 here, right? So this is fine. Okay, let's try to see what are the factors that we're getting. And all of this is like n log n, so it is kind of fine right now. So for 2 I'm getting 2. Okay, this should be minus 2. So this is 2, this is 4. So for 2, what should I be getting here? Like I don't need the proper factors, I don't need the no like the one value. So if you look at this is 6, so 2 factors. This is 8, so 2 and 4. Then this is 10, 2 and 5. Then this is 12. So 3, 4, 6, and what else? 3, 4, 6, and 2. Right. Then this is 14. This is fine. This is 15, 3 and 5. No, this is 16 actually. 2, 4, and 8. Okay. Then this is 18. So 6, 9, 3, and 2 as well. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Great. Also, what should that be? 10, 5, 2, and 4, right? So, say out helper 2 into n. Okay. So should I just print the maximum value? So this will help me to identify if I'm getting any, overflows or not. So also let's keep this LL only. It will be much better. So 286 is the number of factors. 286 is like a small number, I would say. But still, considering it is 10 to the power 6, then that can be the case. Okay. So if dp at n is not equal to 0, is not equal to -1, then you return this only. And what dp of 2 equals to what? dp of 2 equals to 1, right? Instead, let's keep dp of 0 equals to 1. That means you've covered it all, right? Base 1 equals to what? If you are, just having this n minus 2, helper n minus 2, ll base 2 equals to factors at I, factors at n. So dp at n equals to mod add. So this seems to be fine. Let's see. Okay, mod 1. Okay, so I'm getting 2 here for the case of 2. So if it is like 2, then I can have either one hood and one inside. Apart from that, I can have 2 simple ones. And apart from that, I can have this as well, right? This is length 1. 1 is also included in this. Like if I have 2, using 2 and 2. No, that is not required. So if you have something like this, okay. dp of 2 should be 1. Apart from that, 1 length is also allowed. This should be -1. Okay, I'm getting 3, but let's try it out for 100. 657. Okay. So have I made the values -1? Yes. Um, let's see this. 6. This is coming out to be fine, but here there seems to be an issue. 657 only. Let's debug these values. So for race 2, I am having very less values, right? So how to avoid this? Also, if I look at, let me just print these DP values. So for 2, I have -1. Okay, but this should have happened here, no? Like when I'm doing n-2, how is this value coming out to be so small? This is what I'm not able to understand. Is it not just the factors? And answer equals to answer into count plus 1. And why did this value, not get hit? Like it should go to n equals to 2 first of all, right? So even if I don't do this, okay. So this is fine. dp2 equals to 1, this is fine. And this is not required. So let's see number of factors. From 1 to 10 to the power 6. I think there is some other case as well. Like if you have factors, there must be ways to arrange them as well. Then I don't think there are any ways to arrange them. Okay, let's look at standings for now, because it's been a long time. Okay, Parth is doing great. So my rank is like terrible right now. but let's see. All the other ones should have the same length. That is the thing, right? So how to arrange them so that they have the same length? Maybe I'm not calculating them correctly, because these numbers are coming out to be very, very small. If you look at any of the factors of a number, then there is a unique representation for that, right? Hmm. Apart from that, oh, okay, there is a case here which I've missed. Okay, 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 okay. How should I cover this case? How should I cover this case? That is the issue now. If I have n and I put two slabs onto it, right? And if I have to arrange like three things here, oh, it should actually be the sum of all. That is the issue here. So I also need the prefix sum, like the suffix sum, sorry. So here it should be dp of 2 equals to 1 and 1. Huh. So for helper, I will be returning what? I will be returning the sum, right? Or I will only be returning the dp. Okay. So what you do is you calculate for n minus 2. That is the first thing you do. Right. So you have a certain length, you calculate it for 2. If dp of, oh, this is nice. So dp of 0 equals to 1. That should be. What should be dp of 2? dp of 2 is 1 and the sum overall till this point is also 1. right? Yeah. So you calculate for this, right? Uh, and then what do? So this is ways one, and that is fine. But eventually you don't need that whole DP, right? So this is fine. Okay, so I won't be printing this here. Instead, it should be something like I just call it, right? And then I do TP of 2 into. Now what is the issue? Okay. Where is the issue exactly? Have I made some change? Oh, this should be there. Base 1 equals to. Okay, now this number is coming out to be wrong. But let's see. I think I have a fair idea of what actually I missed there. So now it should be fine. I hope there is no overflow here. Okay, also like there was an issue here. I first of all calculated the DP as what? As this, right? So then the sum should be this. N minus 2 dot SS, right? Okay, let's hope this works now because I'm doing prefix sum as well now. Okay, still getting the wrong answer. You add this TP and you add the sum till the previous one, right? I should do this iteratively. This is not making at all a sense at all. So DP at 2 equals to what? 1 comma 1, right? The DP value is this and then the, okay. So let's just do it like normally, okay? Normal iterative DP. Yes, okay. Okay. So now it will be the suffix sum, not the suffix sum exactly. So LL base 1 equals to factors of I. DP of 0. So either you do this or you cover that, right? dp of 0 plus dp of 2, so on. dp of I equals to, also did I just do mod there? I guess there was a issue. Okay, let's just skip that. Sum and comma dp of I. Okay. So now I'm getting a completely different answer. Okay, let's just print dp values. So I have, let's say, 10 here. Okay. So first it is 1, then it is 3, then it is saying it is 7. dp of 3, it is coming out to be 7. Then there is an issue here. Yeah. So if you talk about 2, then it is 1. If you talk about 4, then there are 3 ways. Then if you talk about, you know what? So then I don't need this now. This factors is fine. So either you leave 4, you leave. Okay. So this is like, but is that factors thing also getting covered here? That is the issue. Like, why am I even considering these factors? So this is fine. Yeah, that one is fine. I mean, ways 2 is fine, but ways 1 is something which is an issue here. I think there is some overcounting as well here. So let me think about this. Okay, I should be skipping that one now. That should be -2 only for now. Because that is doing overcounting now. Uh, for 0, it should be 1. Okay, so this is factors here. So for dp, There is just one way, right? You can get to 0 in one way. So you can get to 0 in a lot of ways. Okay. This sum stores like dp of 2, dp of 4 and all such stuff. And for 0 there are multiple ways. Yes. For 0 there are multiple ways, which is this one. So I should be starting from 4 actually, and dp of 2 equals to 1, and this is 1. Also I will be needing that 1 also now. What is the extra count that it is doing? It is only calculating dp of 2. That if you have 2 elements left, then you have 1, right? And what about the factors? Then you have 1 and 3, but you subtract 1 from it, so you have only 1. And then like 3 is fine. 3 plus 1, right? 3 plus 1. That is the things you can do inside it. Right, okay. So dp of 2 equals to 1, ll sum equals to 1. Then you have factors. Okay. In how many ways can you convert it to 0? And talking about 4, are there other, I mean, talking about 2, are there other ways as well? Okay, actually it shouldn't have been like this. It should have been the other way around because I kind of need all the factors here, right? Yes. So, okay, so because that will take 2k, it is not taking k, it is taking 2k actually, right? Yeah. So now let's see. Okay, not responding. And how much time is left? Okay, there is still a lot of time, so that is fine. But this is not responding. Okay. Okay, -1. So let's see. So for 1, I do not need the factors actually because I already have the answer here. But then I can do debug base 1 base 2. So I shouldn't have considered it like 2k and all such stuff. It was simple n and then okay, now this should be n. So I'm getting 4 now. What will be dp of, should I be putting out all the factors here now? Yeah, I think so. All the factors should be working now. Okay, I don't know what is the issue basically. It just keeps on hanging. Also, this whole 2n thing is not required. This was such a lot of shit that I wrote here. Oh my god, that is such a lot of shit. I considered the whole question in the form of like 2 into n, which I shouldn't have from the very first, you know, instance. Also, I don't need this. So yeah, it seems fine now. And let's try out for the very simple test cases. Okay, great, working for this. Oh my god. It just keeps hanging. I don't know why. Okay, great. So there is still like 45 minutes. I can try out problem C. I mean, I can maybe read it and think about it if I'm not able to solve it at least. So each of my implementations took a lot of time and also, I don't know. There was just a lot of time wasted in this. Okay, so these were like C and D problems. Okay, almost, then this should be almost undoable, but still, yeah. Let me look at the standings. So I'm still in like 800s even after doing two problems because I have a lot of penalty and I submitted very late. Okay, but I hope I won't get a very high negative delta that I go back to expert.